All right, Bungo Stray Dogs, season 3, episode 8, labeled "The Masked Assassin." The masked assassin. Goodness gracious! I had a speech impediment when I was younger, and it's coming out full force. What is this UI now? Oh my gosh! Anyways, when I think of the masked assassin, I think of. Hold on. Do we know of a masked person? I don't think so. Maybe it'll have something to do with the whole guild situation that we watched in the last episode. Don't know. So without further ado, let's get straight onto it. Make sure the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1. What comes after? The Evil Within. Never played the game. Oh. What's up, leader?
Bloodstains.
It's always an alleyway. It's not the same alleyway. It looks exactly the same. Look above.
Trail stops at this puddle.
Goodness gracious. The Reaper. You like gentle criminal.
Death to the gifted. Since I am not your only target, I will have to stop you here.
Even you can't evade what you cannot see. You seem to have detected my bloodlust, but this will suffice.
Stop!
Ooh, that's a cool shot.
It is a good night to die. Underneath this pale moonlight.
Underneath the pale moonlight. Underneath the pale moonlight. Underneath the pale moonlight sounds like a book or a saying that I remember. Wait, what was the saying again? I just completely lost it.
Is it true the president was attacked?
Yeah. He's unconscious right now. His condition isn't improving despite Yosuno's ability.
Dang, so she can't even
From
help?
what I understand, there have been a lot of attacks lately that are similar to this one.
Some kind of masked assassin.
Probably. But by the time we actually track him down, this mysterious attacker might
mean,
already be dead.
He's an assassin that wears a mask, so
Which organization do you
masked
think
assassin.
stands to lose the most if a gifted assassin were to go on a massacre here, Atsushi?
Lose the most? It would be the Port Mafia.
Special Operations Division? But it's actually the Port Mafia. Their success is due to the power of their members.
Mm-hmm.
They can't afford to have someone out there killing ability users unchecked. They won't wait to act. Truth is, they may have already discovered the attacker's hideout by now.
Oh.
We just barely missed them.
Watch out, Geen.
Boss, the place has been completely deserted. That's fine. They may have fast feet, but the culprit isn't going to be able
Are they
to
gonna try to attack Mori? Because they already taught Fukuzawa, who's a leader.
Has the trap been set as planned?
Indeed. Thanks for waiting, Elise. All right.
What is
let's go.
Elise? I mean, this is power. Yep, they already knew.
This is the alleyway where the president was attacked. They must have been drawn in by these blood splotches.
Mm-hmm.
Now it makes sense. That's who the attacker is.
No way, Dazai.
Wow, this really sucks.
Thank you, Elise.
Whatever.
So she's just like a protective
Ow.
spirit?
It's me.
As you expected, boss. Our prey has taken the bait.
Mm-hmm.
The first to make a move always wins.
I feel oh gosh.
Of blood.
Death. The slumber of death.
How are you
for
gonna
the
attack
gifted.
him with his power?
For the resurrection of my beloved, I must carry out this contract of death.
Still, without true strength, you're nothing but prey!
substitution.
Well, well.
Is it the priest?
So you're the gifted killer, Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. Who? Wait, it is Hawthorne.
Hey, are you both all right?
But he's with
embarrassed about all this, officer. You see, my
Fyodor
daughter here
right now.
went and put some orange juice in the gas tank.
Huh? Are you hurt?
Not at all. Seriously, we're both fine.
That's a bit of a problem.
So are these just the rats? Fyodor. Oh, okay.
Aren't you? Wait!
No, just go through him.
I've lost him.
He must have arranged to fill this street with all these people.
Oh, poison.
Your ability allows you to manipulate blood.
Yeah, okay,
By
that
affixing your blood
makes-
writing to the air, you're then able to walk on it. Not only that, it explains how you can strike from seemingly nowhere.
yeah, you know what? That does make sense. Gosh dang it.
You've acquired quite a devious skill.
But what's
for a
up with his hair?
puritanical man of
Was his hair
God.
always white? I think so, maybe. Yeah. Oh, and then that's who he was talking about.
What's your name? Who are you?
Do you not remember him? How do you just wear white clothes?
My hat is missing.
Okay,
Is
dirty.
this what you're looking for? Hey there, Demon Fyodor.
Now with the dead apple.
Again. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Fyodor. So I figured out your escape route, and I just waited for you to arrive. How do I look?
Terrible.
Yeah, fine. Tinkering with a poor priest's head to turn him into an assassin, and then having him attack the leaders of 2 organizations.
Pretty effectively, by the way.
I intend to have you tell me what poison you used on my boss. In order to obtain the book you need, you plan to purge Yokohama of all its gifted.
Wouldn't be the first time he's done it, or tried to do it.
That's why you tried to assassinate the heads of the detective agency and the port mafia.
Very well. I'll tell you what you wish to know. The poison I used is a cannibalizing ability.
What it was, like it eats its flesh?
A microscopic supernatural life form that will grow to maturity in 48 hours, during which time
So it's like-
it
it's a
eats through
parasite.
the bodies of 2 hosts. However, if one of the hosts expires during this process, the activity stops.
In other words, to save the president, the only option is to kill the other host, which happens to be Mori.
What will you do?
Son of a bitch!
Did you already tell him?
They're
Dang.
trying to pit the armed detective
He already
agency
knew.
and port mafia against each other. Are you really planning to fight them? Because that's exactly what the mastermind wants.
I'd rather beat the shit out of him!
People are sinful and foolish. Even knowing full well that they're being tricked and manipulated into doing so, humans can't help but engage in the act of killing each other.
But do it
They
anyways.
seek the book in order to cleanse them of this sin. This is how it starts.
Oh. There's no way he didn't know that. No, Daza, he had to have known, right?
A sniper. You said we were 2 of a kind. There's just one little difference.
Explain.
You're right about people being sinful and foolish, but isn't that what makes them fascinating? The book you're looking for is a self-contained novel. Whatever is written in it
Who wrote it though?
becomes reality.
Or who made the book?
Yes, that is how I will achieve my goals.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, Atsushi.
Where do you think he went?
Next time, we'll meet in the promised land.
Dazai!
Uh,
Dazai!
There has to be some other way.
So Fukuzawa and Mori are both afflicted. I finished the exam. This is what I found. The ability is draining the life out of him.
So it's really true.
Kunikita, it's up to us to save the president.
By doing...
We gotta go and take out the Port Mafia's boss.
Dazai is currently in surgery for his wounds at another hospital. Without his insight, we won't stand a chance against the Port Mafia.
Yeah, well, I mean, what about Rampo?
Where is Rampo?
He's staying with the president right now. He's devastated. I don't blame the poor kid.
So he probably can't think straight.
It's the Port Mafia. They've got the building surrounded.
It's just the goons. You'll find... Oh, never mind. Chuya's here.
I can't believe they're here already.
They're holding the front and back entrances.
Oh, about the left and right?
Should have expected as much from the masters of killing and sneak attacks.
What kind of a plan can I come up with in a state of panic?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're like the de facto leader right now.
Stay calm. Aren't you the president's protege?
Mm-hmm.
Rampo.
You can rely on me. I will deduce the information we need.
Heck yeah.
There's a gifted guarding the front of the agency's hospital room. A blonde boy.
It's that brat again.
Strong man.
They're playing their trump card right off the bat. They're probably trying to buy time to get their boss out.
It's also Kunikita, the were-tiger. Almost the entirety of the agency's main force is defending the room.
That's nuts. Going full force already?
I mean, talk about you guys. You guys have the whole thing surrounding them.
Get Octagawa and the Black Lizard here right now!
Mm-hmm.
Wanna do this one
This is
by
not
one?
the end, is it?
Or should we all go
Freak.
at it at once? Doesn't matter to me.
What's his plan? What's he thinking? You know, it's just one of those things of where when you think back to it, maybe you could have came up with the scenario of, oh yeah, it was Hawthorne the whole time. Because the pool of blood that he stated when he was talking to Octagawa, he says he's doing it for a person who's passed away. And I guess the only other thing I can think of is, I don't even know what episode it was. Maybe it was like the end of season 2. But you had Hawthorne talking to Fyodor, whatever, saying that he would join his side, something like that. So like I knew there had to have been obviously a third party attacking both the Mafia and the agency. My mind, I don't know why, just immediately went towards the guild, only because in the very last episode we dealt with Fitzgerald and what he was doing. I don't know why I completely just didn't think of Fyodor. I don't know, but it just makes sense. And then Elise, I don't know what she is. She seems to be like obviously not like a Shikigami, but like I guess like a summoning, kind of like Kyoka. But it seems like Elise is able to just live freely out. It's almost funny enough. It almost reminds me of Fate's Stay Night, where she's technically the hero, and she's able to just exist in the world, which is constantly feeding off of Mori's mana or energy or whatever. So even though she's like a specter or whatever, she has her own personality, and she's able to live constantly outside of the power zone or whatever, because she's constantly getting power from Mori. I could be wrong. That's the closest thing that I could probably comprehend or like think of. Speaking of which, I've only seen Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel. I've not seen the original one, and I've not seen Fate's Day Zero. So, and yes, I know this man looks generic. There's no way I would have thought this was Fyodor whatsoever. And what did Fyodor do to Hawthorne? It seems as though Hawthorne is able to remember several things. Like obviously he knows how to use his power. He knows that there's the death of his coworker or the person he was close to. And that's kind of why he quit the guild in the first place. But to be fair, I don't even know if he remembers being in the guild. Margaret, I think, right? Yeah, Margaret could have just been someone that he was super close to, or his memory could have been warped to believe that, because it seems as though he doesn't remember Octagawa at all, which would mean that he doesn't remember the fight between him and Octagawa, which would mean that he doesn't remember the guild facing off against the Port Mafia. So it seems like that whole conflict has just been erased or kind of twisted or adapted to fit Fyodor's like will. I wonder why. Actually, we don't need to wonder why. I mean, we technically know Fyodor wants to just wipe out all of the gifted. That was sort of his intention in Dead Apple, plus a little chaos. And it's his intention right now. So I don't know what he's got going on with the whole gifted thing. He mentions that they're like sinners or so I'm guessing he thinks the people gifted as unclean, sinful, like witches in a sense. How people viewed witches of like, oh, they're unclean. We got to burn them at the stake. We got to destroy them. They're unnatural. Stuff like that. So he might look at people with gifted abilities not as an evolution of humanity, but more of a sickness. As for why he believes that, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get that information. I just love how this is a callback to Dead Apple. And thus we get this poison, whatever. The Fyodor says was an ability. I'm guessing, my guess is he took one of the abilities from the little glass castle that was in Dead Apple and he saved it for this perfect thing. I could be wrong, but that's the only thing I can think of at this moment. And somehow Hawthorne was able to inject it into these people via the blood. And it's a very interesting power. It's a very specific power. It's almost as if he saw this power in the whole Dragon's Lair thing and was like, yes, I can make a plan out of this power. In which I don't know how this is going to end. Because obviously Fyodor's a smart person. So he's thought of precautions A, B, C, all the way through Z. So it almost seems as though the only way out of this is to kill the other person. That being said, I don't think Mori is going to die. And I don't think Fukuzawa is going to die. So there has to be a plan C. There has to be a third option. Funny enough, I think Dazai's scheming something. Because he went here, he went in this alleyway to confront Fyodor, knowing full well that there's going to be a sniper there. And he chose to continue doing it for what? It can't just be, for the idea of the information, like to get the information. Because he would have thought that Fyodor would have given the information out no matter what, as like what he did with the Port Mafia via the letter. So I don't think Dazai's main goal in this moment is to get information from Fyodor about the poison. That's probably an excuse as to put Dazai in the situation, but I don't think it's his end-all be-all. He had to have, he knew about the sniper, so he had to have gone into this thinking he was going to get shot by the sniper, which would put him into the ICU, which would make him vulnerable and the team vulnerable for an attack by the Port Mafia being surrounded by around the hospital. So it just seems like Dazai knew that the outcome from this episode was going to happen. As for what he has planned, I have no idea. I would love it. It's a weird thing that I don't even think is possible, but I mean, who knows? That Dazai's blood could be like a transfusion. Just drop a little bit of blood into both Mori and Fukuzawa and have the blood that holds Dazai power circulate through their body and then cleanse the poison out. I doubt that's possible, but they were infected with the power through blood. Can it not be the other way? I don't know. This is just me trying to spitball. But now we have the Mafia versus the agency. Maybe they're just going to talk it out. I don't know what Konokida's plan is in this moment. Where's Rampo at? I just now noticed that. Rampo's somewhere. He can't just be with Fukuzawa. I don't know. I don't know where he's at. But this seems to end in a stalemate. I don't know. Chuya knows that he's getting played, but he's still doing it. I guess we'll see how this pans out. But anyways, that was my reaction to Bungo Stray Dogs Season 3, Episode 8. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put a comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.